If you want to start a YouTube channel, but you're telling yourself that you don't have the right equipment, I want to show you what gear I'm using so that way you can actually get started. And it's really not as complicated as you might think. Hey, I'm Brittany and I just started this YouTube channel. I'm still figuring everything out, but I'm sure a lot of you are wondering what exactly I use gear-wise to film, edit, and record audio for my YouTube videos. I'm going to go ahead and give you a walkthrough of exactly what I use, how I use it, and why. So for the majority of my filming, I am going to be using my Sony a6700, and I have this camera because I use it in my photography business that I do part-time. So I chose this camera because it takes really good photos, but it also takes really good video. And I thought it's better to have a hybrid camera that does both instead of one camera that is better at photos versus video. The second camera that I use is my Samsung Galaxy S24. I'm going to be using this a lot as my secondary camera because it's my phone and I have it with me at all times. My third camera that I plan on using for this YouTube channel is going to be my Insta360 X4, and I got this camera last year because I had planned on going on a lot more vacations and traveling a lot more. And I'm a really lazy videographer when I'm like out and about. I don't like to carry a whole lot of gear that's cumbersome, bulky, heavy, and I want to be able to just enjoy the moment and enjoy, what I'm doing at that time. I don't want to have to focus on getting my camera out, setting it up, doing all that kind of stuff. So I just figured the Insta360 is going to be the best type of camera for that situation because it films everything around you. You don't have to worry about it right then and there. You can always edit it and post later, which was really appealing to me for the type of content that I want to create. And the last camera that I'm going to be using is my GoPro Hero 8 Black. I got this camera a couple of years ago because of the image quality and the image stabilization, and of course because it's waterproof. I had planned on taking this on days where I was going to be outside, it might rain. It's super lightweight, again, simple, fast, small, lightweight, or why I carry cameras. But I really like the GoPro because it's form factor. It's tiny, it's small. I have a couple of extra batteries for it so that way I don't have to worry about charging it all the time when I'm out and on the go. And the image quality is really good. And basically I chose all of these cameras because I either had them already or they were within my budget. They were simple to use, they were lightweight, and they didn't take up a whole lot of space in my camera bag. The two lenses that I use for my videos are going to be the Yongnuo 11mm 1.8 and the Tamron 17-70 2.8. The Yongnuo I plan to use more for my wide angle shots or when I'm out vlogging and I want to get a better picture of my surroundings and the background. The Tamron lens is a mid-range zoom lens, and for me, one, I use that for my photography, and two, that is going to give me the best range to where I can do some wide angle shots if I need to, but also it's going to give me the ability to zoom in a little bit if I want to draw your attention or focus attention on something specific. For my microphone, I use two. The first one is going to be the Rode Video Micro Compact on-camera microphone. I picked this up a couple of years ago because I volunteered with a local pet rescue and I helped them with some of their social media content and their events. So I just picked up a better microphone so I could do some video work for them. The second microphone that I plan on using is going to be the DJI Mic Minis, and I wanted to have a wireless option with two transmitters because, or receivers, I get them mixed up, whichever ones you clip to your shirt. I wanted to have the option to have two of those because my boyfriend is going to probably be in some of these videos with me, and we go out to eat a lot. We also do a lot of traveling, and so I figured it would be best to have two microphones because that's my situation. And for my light setup, I plan on using two main sources of light. One is going to be natural light because that's going to be the easiest to find. So if I am ever shooting, I'm usually either going to, one, be outside, or two, I'm going to be sitting in front of a window. And my second source of light right now is going to be my two LED light panels from Nice VD. And I just ordered those off of Amazon, and those are going to give you the best overall direct lighting. They are adjustable, so you can have cool light, warm light, or kind of like a medium warm, which I think is the setting that I'm on right now currently. And I really just got these, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to figure out the ins and outs of these, but they're your basic LED light panel setup. They do come with two LED panels, and they come with two tripods to mount them on. And then they also come with a phone holder, so you can clip your phone to the tripod stand so you can see yourself while you're filming. So I feel like these are going to be a really good budget option. I think they were $50, but I think that they're going to be a really good option for content creators, and especially if you're just starting out on YouTube, $50 for two LED lights is going to be fantastic. As far as my editing software goes, I use two different kinds. One, I use Wondershare Filmora, and I only use that because that's really what I've been using for the past, I would say, 5 to 10 years or so, because like I said earlier, I used to volunteer for a local pet rescue, and I made a lot of their social media content videos and created videos for them essentially. And the software is super easy to use. It's a one-time purchase. It really has everything that you need to create videos, a bunch of different titles, a bunch of different sound effects, music that's already built into the software, and it's super easy to use. So I think that that one is going to be really user-friendly for people who are just starting to get into video editing. I recently decided to test out the DaVinci Resolve video editing software, and when I first started editing video back in high school, I used to use Adobe Premiere Pro, and the one thing that really gets me about Adobe products is you have to pay a subscription now. Before you used to be able to purchase the software as a one-time purchase. So you used to be able to buy Photoshop, Lightroom, things like that, and you would just have it. Almost like music, like you could buy CDs and have the CD, but now everything is moving into subscription services, and for me, I really do not want to have to pay a monthly subscription service for software that I'm going to be using every day. So that's why I chose DaVinci Resolve, because one, it's free. So I wanted to try to test it out and see if I could figure out the process of editing a video in DaVinci Resolve. Second, if you want to purchase DaVinci Resolve, it's a one-time purchase. So it's like $300 or something like that, but you pay for it once and then you can use it as often as you want, which is really appealing to me. For my tripod setup, my main tripod is going to be the Ulanzi MT78. I just got this tripod. It's more of a slim, compact, foldable tripod than what I'm typically used to. I usually use, for my photography, I use a Manfrotto tripod with the legs that come out in like a big pyramid, and it takes up a lot of space for me, and I'm in a small space, so space saving in the area that, or the location that I'm in, is really important to me, so I needed something that had a small footprint. The second tripod that I plan on using, it's going to be from Ulanzi as well. It's the mini flexible tripod. I don't have it yet, but I eventually want to get it once it's nicer outside. I'm going to use that to probably attach my camera to different spots to film, and I think that one is going to be really good for when I don't want to carry like a full-on tripod and it's really small, so you could really just attach that to a park bench, a lamppost, a tree, and really anything. So the form factor is going to be why I'm going to be using that one. And the third tripod that I'm going to be using is the Manfrotto mini tripod. I actually have 3 of these because I love them so much. They're really tiny, but they're also really sturdy and strong. And as far as my camera bag goes, I have a bit of a problem with purchasing bags and really anything in general that I like or want. But that's going to be a whole nother video. But I have a bunch of camera bags already because I'm a photographer, so I have dedicated camera bags, but I also have cute, functional, aesthetically pleasing like purses, backpacks, things like that. So it kind of depends on what I'm going to be filming that day or where I'm going. It's going to determine the bag that I'm going to be packing all of my gear into. Now, I will say that I don't think that you need like professional dedicated gear to start your YouTube channel. If you only have the budget for like 2 things, I would say 1, use your phone because you already have that. You don't have to purchase that. You have that with you all the time. And phones nowadays take really good videos and pictures. And so if you have your phone and you wanted to get 2 things, I would say pick up the lights that I have. They're about $50, and an external microphone set. There's a whole bunch of cheaper ones on Amazon that you can use. I'll try to link those down below, but I'd say invest in a good microphone and a good lighting setup if you're just starting out or you're on a low budget. So I know that this sounds like a lot of gear, but a lot of this stuff I already had because of my photography business. So don't worry if you don't have all of these different high-end equipment. I would say if you're just starting out, go ahead and just use your phone and a window. Sit in front of a window and set your phone on something, get a little tripod, or just set it on top of some books and sit in front of your window. That will be perfectly fine if you're just starting out. So if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I hope that this really helps you know that you don't need a whole bunch of fancy, expensive equipment to start your YouTube channel. If you just have your phone and a window, you're good to go to get started. And again, it's important to just go ahead and hit record because you're never going to get going if you don't actually start recording. If any of this helped you, feel free to subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions about the gear that I mentioned in this video, go ahead and drop them in the comments below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!